see the number 12 team in the country, the LSU Tigers, taking on another SEC rival, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Sooners will kick it away first. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Tigers offense will have the first possession of the game. Here he comes. At any time this guy touches the ball, and he will touch it plenty, a bolt of electricity just goes through the stadium, David.
And they'll feature him. They'll give him the ball, like you said, a lot, early, often. And he's a guy that can make game-breaking plays. The offense is built around his ability to run the football, Jesse, make big plays for this offense.
Yeah, he really shoulders the load, right, in more ways than one. The offense goes as this guy goes. So it's going to be important in this one. They get him going early and often.
Quarterback checking the play. On second down, just keeps firing. He's got his man. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
Looking for space. It's Gibbs. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
That's a really nice run. One thing I love about him is he's got versatility. Reminds me of a guy I used to play against back in the day, Kevin Falk. He could catch the ball, he could run the ball, he could block, he returned kicks. He did everything for the LSU Tigers, and this guy, he's got that ability too. So many different tools in his toolbox.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs, but I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Across the 35. All kinds of running room. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier.
And this receiver is so dangerous. There's so many different ways that he can hurt a defense. You got to throw it to him conventionally, but find creative ways to get him the football out in space and lift.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tigers.
Well, they wanted to turn the page after losing their last game, so how about you come out in this one? On the opening drive, you march the field 75 yards and put 6 on the board. You can't start a game better than that.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Oklahoma's offense will go to work for the first time. And you'd better be sharp throwing the football to the outside, Jesse, because both of these teams have lock-up corners.
And they're really good at baiting you into throwing their way as well. You got to be careful. And, David, I like these guys, too, because they're not afraid to get their face in the fan and support the run game.
No doubt. And it's fun because when you're a defense and you can shut down half the field, you can do so many different things to give other guys help because you trust these guys on an island outside.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Floats it out in space. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion? And the Sooners racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. He's got it again. A strong tackle and wrap-up from the junior. They have it at the 43, 3rd and short, trying to avoid making a decision on 4th down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down. The Sooners are flying down the field. From the gun, running back on the move. And he'll pick up the 1st down after a tough run there. They're about to snap it for the 7th time on this drive. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. They get him down, but he does pick up 3 to the 32-yard line. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. And they weren't able to get him in the middle of the field, so now a 49-yarder from the right hash. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good. Might be the worst-case scenario for this defense. Thought they'd held them to 3. Now the offense with a chance for more. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Starting to feel a little pressure. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. He wants to throw here on 2nd down. Touchdown Sooner! That is the ultimate grab and go for the score.
What a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
He'll try to tack on one more. And it's up and good. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tied.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put it on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
Leaves it with the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Right, how about this offense? You think of this offense, you think of throwing the football and top 10 passing in all of college football, but the defense knew something, right? Like you could tell they were going to come out and run the football. They brought out the goal line, brought in some big boys, and really was ready for the run on that play.
He's past the 30. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
How about the left side of the line getting off the ball, creating some holes for that running back to get through and make a big play on the handoff to the left.
When something works that well, you might as well go right back to it. I mean, they showed no indication that they could stop it.
I like to go back to it and hurry up. Get to the line of scrimmage quick, run it again.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Quarterback on the keeper. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks with a first down.
There's an example of the offense taking advantage of all the attention the defense is giving this outstanding running back. Remember, he's one of the best in the game. They're expecting him to get the football. So the quarterback says, you know what? I'll just keep it. No one's keying on me. I'm going to get upfield and find an explosive play.
Now, that's what you're trying to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. Now facing a third down as they come back to the line after the break. Snap it to the back. And into the end zone. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. The Tigers have it in scoring position on first and goal. They'll try to run it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers.
And the running back gets his second rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Western Michigan is in front. They've been impressive today, but they still have to finish the job, and that is not a given. They're up by 7 over Toledo. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
He's going to run it. Running with power. Good pickup there as he gets the first down. They'll mark him at the 48. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to move it through the air. Grabbed behind the line. It's Morris. And there's going to be a loss on that play. Just run out of bounds and avoiding the contact. Line getting set on second down. They'll go to the ground. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing? Now facing a third and long from the 50-yard line. Looking to throw. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Third and long situation. They try to go screen. I think they were hoping it was going to be a big zone and they could get those offensive linemen down the field, but the defense sniffed it out, forcing the incompletion.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop?
Off he goes! Ripped off a huge sharp play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They get him down, but he does pick up 3 to the 32-yard line. After trying the running game, let's see if they do it again on second down. Wide receiver shows motion. Touch pass on the run. Stop is made at the 22. A 10-yard pickup and a first down just outside the red zone. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. On the move, it's Gibbs. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down. Now the offense trying to operate in the red zone. Now they'll run it to the right here. He tried to find some running room, but they get him stopped.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is making...
And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Second down coming up. Motion from the offense. Touch pass on the jet sweep. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
On third down, he drops the throw. Gets open down the middle. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. They march 79 yards on the drive, and they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? And the returner will be dragged down. The Sooner offense returns to the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Listen, if I'm a QB, second down, I want to check the ball down and get a manageable third down. But when this defense is flying around like this, so fast closing out, he got to that running back, got him on the ground so fast, the running back had nowhere to go.
They'll bring him down, but not before he put people in the spin cycle. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Just a short pass to the tight end. And that is good versatility there, and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage. He's looking for an open man on second down. He's got an open man. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. He wants to throw it again. He'll take the deep shot. It's complete. A huge pickup. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. Comes out throwing on first down. And he's got it. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
Looking for room at the 40. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. They'll immediately call timeout.
It's so important this offense is able to get this guy the ball in space, especially on the perimeter of the field. And I love that last play call because he's able to get outside and use his speed. To me, that's where this guy is.
Throws toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
Yeah, and just got enough of the football there by the defender, breaking on the football, getting his hand on it. He couldn't bat it down, but he got a fingertip on it, tipped that thing away from the receiver, made the big play, saving the touchdown.
Inside the 45. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. LSU getting set on 1st and 10. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. He's going to pass. Sends it downfield. And it falls incomplete, and the offense is lucky to have it. Defender right there almost had it in his grasp. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Offense gets set for second down. He's looking to throw. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown LSU!
Sometimes it's players, not plays, or sometimes it's both. And when you got that guy and you put him in the slot and you let him burn for a go route right past a nickel corner or one of the reserve corners or a safety, that's a great job by the offense, and that speed you can't teach, and that's why he's in the house for 6.
So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. And the returner will be brought down. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. He'll come out throwing on first down. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Fires it into traffic, and it's picked off. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. LSU ready to boot it away and open this second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one, put your best plays together, start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
Now the play fake. Fires to the middle. And he intercepts it. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
That's a bit of a gut punch if you're the offense, because you went in at halftime, you made your adjustments, you're feeling good about your game plan coming here in the second half, and right away you throw an interception to the defense.
The pitch. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. These fans trying to be like a 12th man on defense and help them get a stop. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, LSU!
Well, this offense has been physical. They came out in this game with a lot of pride and the ability up front and the belief that they can block people and get it done. They are dominating this defense. 3 rushing touchdowns now in the game.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they split the uprights on the extra point. They're up 35-14. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. New Mexico has the lead right now, but if this team has taught us anything over the years, it's that no lead is safe inside University Stadium. They're up by 10 over Ohio. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty damn quick.
And this junior quarterback shows you why the scouts love that big arm of his. He'll pull it on the read. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Well, they're trying to go option, but the linebacker shows his open field tackling ability and also his recognition. He expected the quarterback to keep it, went after him, was able to make the tackle for loss.
Fires to the big fella. Corralled and brought down by the defense.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. The Sooners are rolling down the field. Let's go! Coming out on first down with the play fake. And wings it incomplete. After the misfire, now on second down. He'll just keep slinging it. Swings it out to his running back. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And the Sooners will line it up on 1st and 10.
29 Philly.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on 1st down.
He's looking for a man on 2nd down. That's caught. It's Morris. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a 1st down on the play. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the tailback. Across the 25, he's got room. They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the 1st down. They are controlling the ball. 9th play of the drive. Trying to get to him. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. They had this drive going, but they face a 2nd and 15. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Knocked down after a gain of 1 to the 27. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Running to the left. Crosses the 30 to the 31 and a 6-yard pickup. 6-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and 4. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Looking to throw on 2nd down. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Into double coverage, and they made him pay. It's intercepted. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business.
That really wasn't his best throw. I tell you what, you got to choose when you're going to zip it in there and sometimes put some air underneath it. He chose the wrong one, put a little too much air underneath it. Defensive player makes the nice pick.
Finds a crease at the 20. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
I love that play call. This offense is going to run the football. They're not just going to do it between the tackles, but they're going to attack you outside. You saw that with that handoff. They get to the right. They get him in space using his speed. Good play.
And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. The Sooners moving quickly to the line. They'll try it on the ground, running the counter. Got room at the 35. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Off the play fake on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. It's caught downfield. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Wants to go up top. Got it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Sooners. He has been surgical. precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Fielded in the end zone. It's Ramirez. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays, and I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this drive.
At the 35, he's got room. He's piled up 97 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Guys, LSU has the lead here. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
Yeah, and way to be creative, way to get the ball in the perimeter really quickly, get some speed outside. All you got to do is secure that edge, and you're just trying to get that first down. Nice job. Nice play call by the offense.
Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. The run to the right. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And how about that? You don't see those, touch passes go for negative yards very often. Usually this is a short flip that counts as a completion that goes a long way, but the defense aggressive. Saw it, pulled the trigger, came outside, made sure he didn't get outside and get to that edge. Nice job by the defense.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. Going deep. This will be picked off. Maybe just the turning point they needed. And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover. Line gets set. 1st down. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Get it out on the screen. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The Sooners in the hurry-up. On 2nd down, he'll fire. He's got the back in the middle. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. They'll need to convert this 3rd down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. They'll try to pick up the 1st through the air. Got him downfield. And he gets it done on third down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44. And the Sooners will have it 1st and 10.
Well, trailing like they are right now in the fourth quarter, their execution offensively is just going to have to be at a premium.
And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they've got it at the 49. 1st down for this offense.
3:25.
The handoff, keep working on that clock. That gives him 100 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
They'll give it to the back. And they'll stop him just short of the 1st down, just inches away from moving the sticks. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
And that's so tough as a defense because they only got to get inches. But I got to find a way to somehow get a knockback, stop the running back's feet. Right there, I couldn't do it. He gets downhill just enough, and he gets the 1st down.
It's a good job, too, there on 3rd down by the offense because a major statistic in football in terms of winning and losing is how good are you at staying on the field, keeping drives alive. Whether it's 3rd and long or 3rd and inches, you just have to go execute, and they do.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense now. They got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get...
Headed to the end zone, and he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Tigers! They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
Getting set for the point after. And now with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the 4th. So a drive that started just beyond midfield, only 49 yards. And it was closed out by the fantastic 25-yard touchdown run. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positive.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if you just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David, but I'll say this. If you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build off, David, that you're talking about.
Didn't have anything working and just had to throw it away on 3rd down.
Well, they tried to catch the defense napping. They're 3rd and short on their own side of the 50, and everyone's thinking run. They go pass, but the defense wasn't fooled, so the QB's just got to throw that one away.
Pressure coming. Nice job there to limit the running room, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. The offense starts with a short field. They'll throw it on 1st down. Lets it fly deep downfield. And it's a touchdown. It is also a play in which there is a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So not even the pass interference could stop that play. They'll decline the penalty, and they have the touchdown. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And that is the height of efficiency on that drive. Make a big play in the passing game, single snap, get a touchdown. Just about set to kick it away. And that is not the optimal solution there. The kickoff out of bounds, and the offense will have a little bit easier time of things. Don't know if the defense will appreciate having to defend a short field from the start after that penalty. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Going up top on first down. He wants a big play here late. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out. They take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better. I think the challenge now for this team is going out next week and trying to play with the same type of intensity and the same level of execution.
Well, Jesse, it's easy to look good on the field when you look that good in your uni. Like when you look that good coming off the bus. Those dudes are good. This is a great team, and they proved it. Just domination from start to finish.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.